Hello guys and welcome back to another Unreal Engine 5 tutorial. Today I'm gonna show you how to die when falling from a high platform and then play Deathscreen. For example, if we fall from here, we're gonna die and we're gonna have a UL dead and we're gonna have buttons, and if I press F8 you're gonna see here all that body. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's start now with the tutorial. First, go to concept drawer, go to the third person character, then go to the viewport, click on the mesh, go down to collision, go to collision presets and set it to ragdoll. Go to the event graph, go I would say we just continue here at the bottom. So press right click and get a event on landed. So Unreal Engine basically did event for us. So every time we hit the ground, something happens. And if we, for example, get a print string, then compile and save, and press play, and we jump and land, you're gonna see at the top of the left we get a notification. The print string is printing, so it's actually saying we are hitting the ground right now. Then we'll do this a bit more left. We're gonna get the first get velocity, and if for example connect now the velocity with the print string and compile, press play if you jump now and land, you're gonna see it's showing the exact coordination where we are landing. For example at 114. So when we're starting we're at 92, and if we for example jump and land, we are at these coordinations. Then we're gonna go again here, we're gonna delete this here, we're gonna press right click and split structure, because we only need the Z key because it's going negative and we don't want this. So we're gonna get an absolutely float. Then we're gonna get the branch, so press B and left click, then get a greater and connect it with the ups. This goes into here and this goes into here. So now if we test it, it's working. Then put this here to 2000, and now it's only giving us the, so if we press play now and we jump, we get no notification, and that's because we only get the print string if our character is at the height of 2000 or higher. So that's the reason we use the greater. So if our height is greater than 2000, the event landed is gonna be activated and gonna string it. Then we're gonna drag out from here and get a set simulate physics from the mesh, and we're gonna tick the simulate, so it's actually it actually has the physics from the ragdoll collision. So now from the mesh, get a add impulse mesh, and we are doing this. So for example, if we if you saw a person jumping from something, oh no, I would say that's a really bad example. I would just say in the game, if you see one jumping from a building and then touching the ground, he gonna drop, and that's exactly what we are doing with this here. So you can basically delete this here. You just can connect it with the mesh, or you just can also do it like this. So you have two separate meshes for two of these, but yeah, you can just make it like this and then it's really organized. We're gonna set this to 2000. Then we're gonna get our character movement, and from the character movement we're gonna disable movement. So disable movement is basically doing what it says, so it's just disabling our movements while we are in the ragdoll mode. So if we jump from something high greater than 2000 and we touch the ground and die, we cannot move anymore because we are dead, obviously, and that's the reason we are using the disable movement. Then we're gonna get a delay. You can also get a delay by pressing D and left click. That's also a fast way to do it. I'm going to put this here and we're gonna do it to 4 seconds, something like that. And then we're gonna get the open level by name. And you're gonna just write your level where you're right now at. You basically in the you're basically in the third person map, I think. So if we are using here the default map, so it's gonna be this. And what this is, so after we touch the ground from a height from greater than 2000 and we dying, we're gonna be disabled and cannot move anymore. And after a delay from 4 seconds or something, we're gonna open this level again and like respawn. Compile and save. I think this is wrong because it doesn't make sense. Yeah, I think this is right because it doesn't make sense. So we opening at first level and then the delay doesn't make sense. Of course the delay has to come at first because we have at first, after we disable the movement, we have to wait for a second, and after the 4 seconds we're of course gonna respawn. So now if we compile and save, close it, and we're gonna go here to this add and get a cube, and we're gonna place the cube a bit higher. Yeah, maybe like this. Don't forget we set it to greater than 2000, so it has to be at least at 2000. So yeah, just move to 2000. Yeah, that's good. Maybe like this. Wait, yeah, that's good. And then get the player start, I mean, and just drag it onto the platform. And now press play. And now if we jump down, we're not gonna get into... What the fuck just happened? Where's my character? That's weird. That's really weird. So we're gonna fall. And yeah. And after 4 seconds, we're gonna respawn. Wait, I'm gonna do it maybe a bit longer so we can see it better, because 4 seconds is a really short time, so we're just gonna do 20 seconds or something. So now if we drop down, we're gonna get into our ragdoll like this. Yeah. Yeah. I think I think this is a good physics. Maybe it's a bit too much for some people. I also think it's a bit too much, but it's really good maybe for horror games. So if you like, for example, dying and you're looking like this and you can see yourself, maybe not like this, but yeah, I think it can look really good in some cases. But yeah, and now we're gonna do so we can add a death screen when this is happening. For example, we are dying, so we are jumping down from this platform here, and then if we touch the ground and die, we're gonna play an widget, so you're dead or something. So now we're gonna add the death screen to our character. So just go to our player state we created in our last video. We press right click, we go to user interface, widget blueprint, and create a user widget, and we're gonna name this your death screen. gonna open it. Here we go to this here, to the search palette, and we're gonna at first create, like every time, at first a canvas panel, of course, and we're gonna at first create only a text. So we just type in text and drag the text into our canvas panel. Then we go here to the right, and here's contents. I'm gonna name here this here, you are dead. I'll go here to the font, to the size, and make it maybe like 60 or something like this. Yeah, I think 60 is good, I think. Then we're gonna place it like more in the middle. Yeah, and if you also got a main menu, so I'm gonna of course do main menu video. But if you for example got already a main menu, you can just type in here the buttons for maybe the exit and the restart or respawn. Yeah, but I'm just gonna do it now with the you are dead. Of course, if you got like some other fonts you want to use or something, you can use it here. I'm gonna just do now the simple one. I'm gonna do of course in the later parts I'm gonna do advanced way to do a you are dead, and also connect it with the main menu, but I think this is for a beginning okay. So that's basically what we do now. So we're gonna do, then we go to the third person character, we're gonna open it. In here we're gonna go press right click. First we're gonna create, we're gonna comment this here, and we're gonna comment this here, is when falling from a height that is greater than 2000, we are dead and can't move. Okay, so now we're gonna do custom event at first, and we're gonna call this here death. From here we're gonna create a widget, and we're gonna select the Deathscreen we created, and then we're gonna drag out here and get add to viewport, and we're gonna connect to this here, and that's basically what we do. So we're just gonna create a custom event. It's more organized to do it in this way, so we're gonna just call this show death screen when dying. So now you're just gonna go after the order. So after we landed, after we landed in bounds and our movement is disabled, we went then to play the death. So we're just gonna get death and gonna call the custom event you created before in here, and now we press compile and save, and we fall down from here. We're gonna play or you are dead. Of course we got the problem, we can move. If you like this feature, you can of course leave it like this, but we're gonna fix this now, and we're also gonna fix so we have our mouse in here. Yeah, now we're gonna open our third person character blueprint, and now we're gonna do so we can move our mouse cursor in the widget. So to do this, we're gonna drag out from the death our custom event. We're gonna check out and get set mouse cursor, set show mouse cursor. If it's not showing, just enable the content sensitivity, and then it's gonna show up. So just like this here, set it to true. Then we're gonna make this here bigger. You can make your comment bigger on the side, so like this. Then I'm gonna check out from here and type in set input set input mode UI only. Then make everything a straight line. Then if you're gonna see here, we need a player controller, So we're just gonna get player controller. I'm gonna connect it with the show mouse cursor and with the player controller, of course. Then just press your double click and move it like this, so it's a bit more organized. Okay, that looks good. So then compile and save and press play. And now if we jump down and fall, we can move our mouse cursor immediately. So now, for example, of course, we yeah, I'm gonna just show you how to also set up the buttons, so you can know what I mean with the buttons. Now we're gonna add a vertical box into our canvas panel, and into the vertical box we're gonna make it first a bit bigger, so like this maybe. And then we're just gonna type in here button, and we're gonna make the button a child from the vertical box, so it's like this. And now we got two buttons, and we can also gonna add a text to these buttons. Oh, not like this, more like this, exactly. Perfect. I think I did. What did I change here? Okay, nothing. So we're gonna call this here maybe exit. So this can mean like could mean like, for example, just go back to the main menu, and this is gonna be restart. And of course you can place it in here, you can change it. That's the horizontal and the vertical. And if you place it, for example, here, it's gonna be at the left, it's gonna be at the right, it's gonna be at the middle, and I wanna keep it at the middle. Then you can go here to the padding, and here we can change how much is between them. So for example, if we do like I think it was no, that's the right, and we have to do it in the bottom. So if you see now, if we select the bottom, so we can reset this here, sorry, we can just type in here maybe 20 or 50, or I would say 30 is good. And now you can see we got the buttons, and they got like more space between them. And now what I also forget to do is that we of course can add a background blur. It's doing what the name says, also like it's just below the background. So we're just gonna go to anchors and gonna select this here, because this affects the whole screen. You see, so do it like this. So here you can see the blur strength, how strong it's blurring, but you see it's over the screen, so we can't see the text anymore. And there's something called the Z order, that's saying like what comes first. And if you do -1 and then select the blur strength, you're gonna see it's gonna affect the background and not the text itself. So we're gonna just maybe do 5, and this should be good now. So if we now fall down and die, we're gonna see it's way more blurry, and we can of course select here the restart and the exit, and we can't move, so the camera problem is fixed, because in before we can move when we died, but now it doesn't matter anymore, so we can just so if we die, the camera stays there where it looks like. Of course, in the future I would do it with the animation, of course, but that's like just for the beginning, to have a prototype of this dying. And of course you have to also set some functions, so like the logic about the buttons, but that's gonna be in the main video, of course. Okay, that's it for the tutorial. I hope you liked the tutorial. Leave a like and subscribe there, and I see you in the next Unreal Engine 5 tutorial. Bye.